My name is John Agnew. I'm going to be the editor-in-chief of the new journal, Territory, Politics and Governance from the Regional Studies Association. I've been working for many years on questions of territorial identity, the mismatch or match between state geographical organization on the one hand and the ability to manage social and economic problems on the other. And the purpose of the journal is in fact very much to address the kinds of questions that I've been interested in for most of my academic career.
I'm Martin Jones, a co-editor of Territory, Politics, Governance, the new journal from the Regional Studies Association. I work on the interface of political geography and economic geography. This journal, new journal, provides an ideal platform to look at the interface, from my perspective, between political economy and territorial development. It fills the gap in the market around the interface between political geography and economic geography. John, what will territory, politics, governance strive to achieve?
Well, I think we really want to provide a forum or a platform, I mean either word works, for the best research that's being done these days on things like territories and political identities, the spatial organization of politics, the dilemmas of managing political issues geographically. Just to think of some examples. So many places around the world these days we have political conflicts that are really based over who controls territory, both at the level of cities, for example. Think of a city like Belfast or a city like Jerusalem, in which the territory in question is very much at the heart of the conflict. But there are also dilemmas of managing political issues. A very good example of this would be, for example, in relation to nuclear power, what to do about nuclear waste. Nobody wants to have that buried near where they live. And there are so many questions that really revolve around issues like this, where obviously there's a need to find a solution, but how to deal with it, how to find the solution really involves deciding, in a sense, who gets the benefits and who pays the costs. There would be some examples, I think, of the kind of research that we're going to be looking for to publish in this journal. Martin, one of the issues with the new journal, of course, is to ask, well, are there already journals that are publishing in this area? What really is going to be the advantage of having another journal?
The interface between territory, politics and governance, you see this in a variety of different journals across political science, geography, sociology, anthropology, law, etc. But there is no single platform on territory, politics, governance. What TPG is about is creating a single platform for the interface of territory, politics, governance. So lifting things from the subfield to create, in effect, creating a new discipline to see how politics, territory and governance interrelate in new ways. So the journal is about being bold, about saying there's a new field out there, and to create the field through a platform. So it's about redefining the boundaries of several disciplines that have dealt with TPG elements separately. So it's an innovative way to create a new field and to, as you say, John, to make an international contribution, but also to break new ground for the Regional Studies Association at the same time.
What do you think it adds to the list of journals that the Regional Studies Association already publishes? Regional studies and spatial economic analysis.
The Regional Studies Association, it's started out with the Regional Studies Journal. In recent years, RSA has broadened out through C, spatial economic analysis. TPG, Territory, Politics, Governance, is an addition to that suite. So it's about the growth of the Regional Studies Association and the maturing of the Regional Studies Association in accordance with its business plan and development plan. So it's complementary to the existing suite of journals.
And what do you think it adds to those journals that they presently don't address?
I think it broadens the worldwide academic appeal. But also I think what's important about TPG is we have important input from policymakers, activists, civil servants as well as academics. I think it's about broadening the membership base and broadening the readership base of the Regional Studies Association. So I think it's an additional kind of arm to the already successful journals that the RSA has had in place since the late 1960s with the creation of Regional Studies.
Yeah, one of the things I most like about this journal is the idea too that it's going to try and appeal to a much broader, much wider audience than is typically the case with with many academic journals. I think in terms of its worldwide appeal, for example, one of the things we've tried to do with the journal is get a set of co-editors and an editorial advisory board who come from all over the world, not just from the English-speaking world, but from a variety of countries and a variety of different fields and a variety of different backgrounds. So we have, I work in the United States, but most of the other co-editors are from Europe, from Britain, or from Asia. And the editorial board too has a real worldwide spread in terms of membership. And we also have an editorial policy advisory board who are mainly practitioners in various international and regional organizations. And the idea is to try and use this board to help develop the journal in the direction of increasing its potential policy relevance for addressing global cultural, global economic and global political questions.
I think an important innovation in territory politics governance is the creation of an early career editor. I think the early career editor is a significant intervention here because a third of the RSA membership is early career academics. So by creating an early career editor, we're providing an important platform for people at the start of their careers to gain a handle in editing a journal, but also growing the next generation through TPG at the same time. So we have Justus Utermark from the University of Rotterdam in the Netherlands, who's our early career editor. I think, John, that's an important innovation to have somebody like that coming through and learning the skills, as you say, from a whole series of experienced colleagues from geography and from political science.
Yeah. Well, I think the idea is that we'll have regular turnover in the management of the journal. So after 3 to 5 years with the current editorial team, we'll have a significant turnover in the membership of the editorial advisory board. And part of the idea of having an early career editor is that this person will move into one of the other slots, if you like, as a regular co-editor, having had some experience of editing in this early career position.
Mm-hmm. John, in terms of special issues, do you think there's a market out there for having special issues around the interfaces between territory politics and governance?
Yeah, I think so. I think that the first year or so we're quite keen on trying to attract as good a collection of papers as we can from regular submissions. But I think after the second or third year, it's going to be a really good idea to have special issues that provide a focus for a set of papers, and so that rather than it seeming to be just like a one-shot sort of deal, people can turn to an entire issue of the journal to see a question addressed from a variety of different angles by a range of people from different backgrounds from different places.